Hey everyone, this is Ella from Ella's Ancient Ways Tarot, and that was our singing bowl giving you some positive energy. Namaskaram, namaste, good evening, hello, guten tag or guten abend, depending on what part of the planet you're on right now. This is a Taurus reading. Whoops, I'm so sorry. This is going to be the Taurus reading for currently for September the 4th through the, I want to say the 7th. We can stretch it through the 10th, and that is due to the fact that things are very, very tricky right now energy-wise. Very tricky right now energy-wise. That's why we're sending out the vibration first, and then we're going to get into the reading. So, Shiva's tail in the right side of the frame there behind me. I'm just laughing. We're looking to see what's coming for Taurus for the time frame of September the 4th through at least the 7th. I'm thinking that the full moon aspect that's going on right now is going to last up until the 10th of September. And as always, I announced to you guys, this is Ella from Ella's Ancient Ways Tarot, coming to you live from my bedroom, because on the weekends, which won't happen past this weekend anymore, I am doing it from the bedroom. And so since I'll be moving back into the other room very shortly, actually this week, then you guys will be seeing your normal everyday tarot, which is with the beautiful little backdrop, etc., etc. But for right now, I'm still in this room, and got a story while I'm shuffling. So this is for Taurus. This is for September. This is for September the 4th through the 7th. But the aspect, keep in mind, of the full moon is going to, I feel, be till the 10th or the 12th of this month, felt throughout the planet. Why do I say that? For the simple fact that it was a powerful full moon, and it brought a lot of volatile energy with it, a lot of explosive energy with it, and it's in Mars. And Mars is our war planet. Now, this is to see what luck is around us, what we need to be careful with in our relationships. That's what I'm going to do the Taurus particular video on. And Taurus needs, I apologize, when I'm doing it on the bed, it just gets caught up on the actual laptop, so please forgive me for that. So what can Taurus in general, male, female Taurus, what can they expect from September the 4th through the 7th? That we're looking into right now. What can they expect coming for them? Love, in the realm of love. Okay. All right. I've shuffled all three decks. We're gonna start with, I want to say we're gonna go ahead and start with El Fuego, Corazón de Fuego, which is the name of the cards. Heart, a flame. Okay. They're so beautiful. I love this. I'm actually gonna be using these more often. So, as I stated before, I used the singing bowl. I love this singing bowl, by the way. It gives off beautiful vibrational energy. So I'm sending out beautiful, beautiful, beautiful vibrational energy to all my Taurian folks out there. I know you need positive energy right now. I can feel it, and I'm sending it out to you. And I'm praying that Mars aspect will clear soon, that your aura, that your mind, your soul, your spirit, your energy, that it will not be affected by this energy the way it's affected you in the past months, that you'll be able to be clear-minded, you'll be able to move forward in all your endeavors, and that you will be able to manifest the things that you want for your greater good. Anything that's for your greater good, anything that's for the highest power and the highest light, which is the light of God, Goddess, that you would be able to manifest it. So mote it be. So that beautiful energy was for you, my Taurians, okay? Alright, now let's get to the reading. And I have my glossos because I cannot see small print. I can see everything. I can see the picture behind me, and I can tell you what I look like in that gold dress, but I cannot see the smallest print. And disclaimer, as I've been telling everybody, if you see flashes, or even you see how my hands look when I'm doing this, that's not normal, because when I watch people on YouTube, when they move their hands, they don't have the energy looking like it's crazy. So that's just my personal energy, my personal vibration. I vibrate at a higher, I guess you could say, cycle. And also, if you see flashes of light, or you see that the cameras get dimmer and get brighter, you see maybe something behind me, like I can see a lot on my behind me on the shelving. I can see waves of energy. That's just me giving off my energy, and also my beautiful guides that are always with me, so I'm never alone. Okay, I like to start my stories off, my readings off, I should say, with a story. And excuse me, because this is gonna be a long one. All right. First things first. The energy is stinky cheese out there. So, if you've been feeling alone, lonely, depressed, confused, not knowing in which direction, and I apologize, my allergies are bad, to go, you're not alone in the world. Please know that. You have, as a sign in the zodiac, have been one of the hardest hit with all of this energy. So on the one hand, we can say we've been giving you, and I don't mean me personally, please don't take it that way. I mean God, Goddess, the great I am, universe, etc. has been giving you a pass on your behavior, on your conduct, and I have to take these earrings off already. I have had a pain all day. They hurt. For not wanting to lose them, I had put 2 backs on them, and that has really, really hurt my earlobes bad. So please excuse my French. I'm not trying to do anything weird to myself. I am in pain. Okay, so nonetheless, because Taurus had been hit so hard on the emotional realm, maybe you didn't have an idea which way your life should be going, or your relationship should be going, or even your finances should be going. You had been given a pass from January all the way through to September. You've been given a pass. Now I'm talking to my, okay, this is not gonna work, and I don't want to waste your time, and I don't want you watching me fiddling with doggone earrings, because that's not about what this video is about. So Taurus, male, female, if you're a balanced Taurus, then this video is not really expressing to you at this part of the video, okay? So if you're a Taurus that has not balanced themselves out, male or female, if you have not taken the opportunity that the universe had given you since January through September, all the way through the end of September, so we're not quite there yet, but we're almost there, okay? Because this year has gone by like a bullet, a silver bullet, as they say. Thus the name of trains, silver bullet, right? Or the, what is it, the hot, whatever. Anyway, the red hot. So if you have not taken the opportunity to balance yourself as a Taurus, this is not just for you. This is for every single zodiac on the astrological signs. But this message that I'm giving on this video is in particularly for you. You in general, along with maybe 2 other astrological signs, have been given a huge pass from January through the end of September, which is September 30th, to straighten things out, to get things aligned correctly, to make the best out of your life, to make good decisions, to be able to make decisions that are appropriate for yourself, your loved ones, your significant others, your family members, etc. For everybody's greater good, not just your own. I'll talk to my balanced Taurians in a minute. So as I've been telling the other zodiac signs, that's it. We don't have, as a human race, we don't have any more time. They're not going to give us any more time. They're not going to say, oh, you poor child, you haven't had the opportunity to write things or to try to manifest the proper energies around you, or to try to straighten out any wrongs, or to try to straighten out any relationships, or to, excuse me, because my hair is really in my face right now, then you're not going to be given a pass anymore. It's time to put on the big girl, big boy pants. And I don't mean to be rude, and I'm only the vessel. So please see me as the vessel. Like, in other words, my mouth may be moving, the words may be coming out of my mouth, but these are not my expressions. These are God, Goddess, the great I am, the great engineers expressions that are trying to manifest into reality, word-wise and expression-wise and information-wise, because the people that watch my channel need to know that when I'm expressing something, it's not my opinion. My opinion is diddly squat. It doesn't really matter unless it's on a personal level, if you know me on a personal. Other than that, my opinion doesn't mean crap. I mean, literally, it doesn't hold any water. So I'm not talking as Ella the Enchanted. They're talking through me. Okay, so I have learned many, many moons ago to move to the side and let them talk. So, okay, let's get past that. So, as I told, the Libras, because I just made a Libra video, and I told them the same thing I'm telling you guys. You're not being given a pass anymore. That's it. Let's say you were in high school. You only have 4 years of high school, 9th grade, 10th grade, 11th, 12th. That's it. You don't have any more high school. That's it. You're going to take your final exam, and either you're going to get your certificate or you're not. Did you do the work? Did you not do the work? Why didn't you do the work? Did you do the work? Congratulations. You get to move ahead in life. You didn't do the work? Well, guess what? This is what it's like. This is the way it is. This is the skinny. This is the reality. This is the way things are. If you have not done the work, the homework, if you have not crammed, and I already had told y'all there was no cramming, but even if you didn't cram, let's say, for example, and you didn't take the exam, and you obviously were not going to pass, you have the right, and you have the right to stay where you are. You don't have the right to complain. That's per spirit. You don't have the right to say, what happened? Why don't I get anything? You don't have the right to say, what happened? Why am I, never getting anything good? Why am I not moving ahead, etc. It's just the way it is. You have been given from January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September. 9 months. The other zodiac signs haven't been given 9 months. I'm talking to my unbalanced Taurians. I'm not talking to every Taurian out there. Please get that, because I want to make sure you guys don't send hate mail. Don't start sending, Ella, you suck. Okay. I'm telling you this because I love you and I want you to graduate. But if you only have a few days, you only have 3 weeks left. Okay? And I'm talking to everybody on the planet that's a Taurian. You only have 3 weeks left. If you're an unbalanced Taurian, if you have not made the move to graduate, to alert the universe, hey, I'm open and I want to make these changes. Help me to make these changes. Show me how to make these changes. Then you have the right and responsibility, the right to stay the way you are without any more moving forward in life. Where you are is the way you're going to stay, period. And you're not to complain. That's what Spirit says. You are not to complain. You had 9 months to get your act together. And you didn't do it. Lo siento. I'm sorry. Oh well. C'est la vie. That's such as life. For those of you Taurians that are on the opposite spectrum, it's your mate or your family member that is causing you the harm or discord or not getting their shit together. Oh, I used the S word. Please excuse me. Then I want to say they have till December. Once December comes and goes, if they have not gotten their act together, you have no karma. No karma. Did y'all see how fast that was? No karma. Bruce Lee would be proud of me. No karma. No karma towards these persons. Why? Because you have been telling them, you've been waiting, you've been patient, you've been kind, you've been exceptional when it came to being patient, responsible, and loving. And if they have not given you the time of day, if they have not put their work in, if they didn't give their 50% or even 30% of the relationship, then bye Felipe, bye Felicia, it's not your problem anymore. Now, why I'm saying all of this is because you're holding yourself back from other beautiful relationships that could be coming in. That's what God Goddess is telling me. If you owe somebody karmically, you need to pay up. It's time to pay up or shut up. Those are for my unbalanced Taurians. You need to fix things with this person, and if you don't, that's your bad, but you're going to stay in the same scenario. It may be geographically different, meaning you could move from Texas to Arkansas to Albuquerque to New York, and your life is not going to change. You have to make it right. However, if you choose not to make it right, karmically, God Goddess has already said, okay, we'll leave you alone. You keep going on the same flow. You keep going on the same energy wave, but you're going to just be ignored by God, Goddess, and etc. Why? Because you're not willing. You're unmovable. You're stubborn. You're set in your ways. You're not going to move. Nobody's going to make me move. Okay, well, guess what? Then that's all right. You go on with your bad self. You keep doing yourself. And nobody will bother you, but nobody will want your stinky cheese. What do I mean by that? Nobody's going to want to put up with your BS anymore. Nobody's going to want to put up with your stagnation. Nobody's going to want to put up with your stubborn pride. Nobody's going to want to put up with that you're not changeable. We all know that Taurus does not like change, and we can respect that when it's a positive. Taurians, now we're going into the positive aspects of Taurus. Taurans can be dependable when they're set, when they're level, when they're balanced. Taurus can be like masterminds. Taurus can be like the person that has the magnetic touch or the magnetism towards them, or the Midas touch. Taurus can be so grounded and earthy that they can be like a sage that you just like want to soak up everything they say, everything that comes out of their brain and their mouth, their very thoughts. You just want to soak it up. But when they're unbalanced, they're like, that moving, I'm not doing this, I'm not doing that. Okay, all right. Universe says, have it your way. Do not expect gifts. Do not expect blessings. Do not expect to move forward. Do not expect to graduate. Do not expect positive and beautiful things to happen to you then. You're so unmovable. Have it your way. Because guess what? I'm not Jack in the Crack. That's what universe says. I'm not Burger King. But have it your way. Have it your way. It's your way or the highway. You go on with your bad selves. But the universe says, see, you wouldn't want to be you. You haven't thought things through. You haven't done your homework. You haven't tried to change. You haven't tried to grow as a person. All you've thought of this last, since January to September, is how to make money. There's more to life than how to make money. Now, please do not get me wrong. Again, I'm the messenger. So, what does Spirit want from you? They want you to be balanced with your money. They want you to have your money. They want you to have your gifts. They want you to have your dreams come true. But they want you to be fair-minded. They want you to be balanced. They want you to be good to people. They don't want you to be negative to people. And they don't want you to use people like they're throwaways. Because they're not. How do you expect to get your boons, your gifts, if you're using people like they're throwaways? Treat people like you would be wanted to be treated, because whatever you send back, the universe mirrors back to you. See how I have 5 fingers? See how I have 5 fingers? The mirror is exact. What you send out, the universe sends out tenfold to you exact. So always send out what you want to send out in a positive, and a positive will come back. If you send it out in the negative, I promise you the same will be affected. The negative will go back to you. And you can't blame anybody. You can't blame the significant other you left behind. You can't blame the family you left behind. You can't blame the friends you left behind. You can't blame the job you left behind. You can't blame anybody, because it was all you. Now I'm talking to my positive Taurians. I'm so blessed to be here with you guys. If you're the one having the issue with the significant other, that they're just not movable, that they haven't tried to bend towards you, that they haven't tried to accommodate in any way, you're going to be blessed with somebody different. Okay? Universe is telling me that. Same thing goes with if you have worked with your mate, you're a Taurus that's worked with your mate, and you accommodated, you bent a little bit, you folded a little bit, and they folded towards you. Congratulations, because you know what? The mate you were with, that's who you were meant to be with, and I'm so glad you have found that out. I'm very excited for you, because that means that none of this hardship that's coming is going to affect you guys the way it's going to affect others that are unbalanced. Why? Because you've already, the glass is already 3/4. So pretend this is my hand. The glass is already 3/4 full for you guys. You made it. And you guys were the hardest hit of all the zodiac signs. So I'm so proud as a human, and as a mentor, and as a facilitator, as a reader, advisor, as an empath, whatever you want to call me. I am so proud of you, my Taurians, that have grown beyond your constraints and your I'm not gonna move. Who's right or who's wrong doesn't really matter. It's working together to create beauty, to create balance, to create a symphony that just anybody that hears it is just enthralled into your music, into your love, into your passion, into the energies that you're setting out your heart from one to the other. So for that, I mean, a round of applause, like they say. You have had the hardest hit from all these planets. And right now, Venus is going to be in Taurus. Yet, if you're not able to encapsulate that, and you're not able to incorporate on that, and you're not able to reset yourself and your thought frames and your thought patterns as a negative or an unbalanced Taurian, I'm so sorry. Universe says your time is up. Come the end of September, you're done. No más, no more. Es todo. That's what they're doing. You know how you wash your hands of somebody or something? It's not because they're trying to be mean. It's not because they're trying to be vicious. They have given you 9 months. So the whole birthing cycle of a human being The other planets, they only gave them 4. I mean, the other zodiacs, they've only given them 4 months to get their act together. And they stated, quote unquote, be happy that it's not 9. Well, they gave you guys 9 months. They were so generous. If I was Mother Gaia, which I'm not, I would want all of my Taurians to graduate, because you guys, you know, we all deserve to be happy. We all deserve good things. We all deserve to be part of the greater, you know, not the greater good, but just the greater purpose, the greater opportunities that life has, because we are co-manifestors. We are co-creators, you know, in our own lives. But what a lot of Taurians are creating right now is nothing but chaos, and I see them running from one place to the other, and nothing's working out, but they keep running from one place to the other because, you know what, I'm not going to give in to love, and I'm not going to give in to this person, and I'm not going to give in to what's right because I can make it on my own. I'm going to run and run and run. Well, you know what? You look like a freaking gerbil. You look like a freaking gerbil on a wheel. And we've all seen a gerbil on a wheel. Do they go anywhere? No. The freaking wheel's just turning, spinning and spinning and spinning. The gerbil is moving, but the wheel is not going anywhere. It's like a freaking stationary exercise bike. You're moving your legs, your feet, but did you go anywhere? Please tell me, someone out there that has brains, okay? Maybe a rocket scientist or maybe an electrical engineer. Have you gone anywhere besides geographically? Have you gotten anywhere? As I have the answer, and I'm not even a Taurian. The answer is no. I'm not even going to do the L for loser. I'm just going to say no, nil, zil, 0. You haven't gone anywhere. You're too busy fighting what's really supposed to be, so you haven't gone anywhere. All right. Excuse me. The sweet juice went down the wrong pipe. Let's start with what's coming that we can tell is coming for our Taurians. Because I think that the universe has already berated you with whatever they had to say to you. And I think you get it. And if you don't get it, well, it's not because you're not smart enough. It's because you just don't want to hear it. And that, like I said, from the get-go, from the beginning, time's up. Let me see. Today's the 4th. There's 26 days left. What Taurus doesn't seem to understand too, let me make this a definite, clear-cut topic of conversation from the universe, from the great I am, from God, Goddess to you. And I'm talking to my unbalanced Taurus. The way the planets are aligned have not been aligned the way that they were since 1982 and then 1941. So I want to make this clear to you. The things that have happened are good and bad at those time frames and have permanence. In a nutshell, that means that if you decide to mess your own life up and not get it straightened out right now, that's your choice. That's your karma, and that's your decision. That's your karma. That's what you'll live out for the rest of your life, whatever existence you have on this earthly plane. So don't blame anybody, and especially me, because I'm just the messenger. Right now is life-altering energy, life-altering decisions. Whatever you want to make manifest in a positive, you can if you're in a positive. If you are in a depleted, like I was equated to a bank account. If you put money into a savings account and you leave it there and you'll use some here and there, then you're still going to have some. But if you use all of it, then you have zeros. Double zeros are still a negative. Negative and a negative is not a positive in any way, shape, or form. You are not in the positive. You're in the negative. So this is a life-altering time frame for all signs. So if you, as an unbalanced Taurus, want to remain that way, you go on and do that. But when you're 50, 60 years old, don't be blaming anybody that your life didn't go anywhere, or that you only got to half or a quarter of a level, because we've been telling you as readers, advisors, and astrologists, you need to change your ways, you need to change this, you need to go in this direction, you need to follow this path, you know, your path is this way, your sign is being tested, please change things. And you don't want to. So that's okay. Free will, dude. Free will, girlfriend. I'll get out of your face. But at the same time, you have no authority to blame anyone but the person staring back at the mirror at you every day as you brush your teeth, shave your face, or put your makeup on. Okay? All right, enough said. Let's go ahead and talk to everyone now. I'm sorry it's so heavy. They did want me to make sure that I spread the word, because they don't want anybody later coming back and saying, oh, God, you're so mean to me. You're treating me like Job. No. You're acting like a stepchild that doesn't understand that we love you all the way around. You are our child, and we were trying to help you. We're trying to steer you in the right direction, but you're refusing. Then all we can do as parents is step back. It's like a teenager that you tell them they have a curfew and they're 15. They have a curfew of 11 o'clock and they don't come back till 1. And you're like, okay, dude, fair warning, don't do it again. They go out again. Remember, you have a curfew of 11. This time they don't come back till 1. Dude, fair warning, you have a curfew of 11. Come back at 11. They come back at 3 a.m. in the morning. Dude, you're grounded. You're grounded. You have no more opportunity. You are grounded for 3 weeks. I can't believe you're doing that to me. Oh my God, why would you ground me? Oh, you're so horrible. You're such a horrible parent. Oh, I'm gonna die. I can't believe it. I hate you. Well, guess what? God is the same. Gave you 2 warnings. You decided by your actions to create what's in front of you. Don't be a whiner. You created this and nobody else. All right, let's see what's going on here. So with the first deck, El Fuego de Corazón, it almost sounds so romantic in a bad comedic type movie. El Fuego de Corazón, the heart on fire. Woo, like a soap opera. The Tower. So for some of you, you will have a Tower moment. Let's see what the next card brings. I love this deck, by the way. I mean, all eyes are literally upon you. It's like that song, that Texas state song. The eyes of Texas are upon you all the live long day. And yeah, that's what it looks like. See, all eyes are on you to see what you're going to do. Are you going to do something positive with your life, or are you going to mess up your life even more than it's already messed up? 9 of Pentacles. You know what? Look at all those flames. Somebody loves you so much. What are you going to do with somebody's heart? Are you going to honor that heart? Or are you going to keep trying to break that heart into the little pieces that I see, bits and pieces everywhere? I'm not trying to be hard with you. I love all signs of the zodiac because it takes 12 to make it whole. So every single person is important. Empress or Emperor energy. So the Empress is more sweet, more kind. That's what's called for at this time. For us Taurians, we are asked to be more sweet, more kind. Look at the Empress. She's so full of gifts. You know why? Because she's pregnant with possibilities. What does that mean? Again, you have the ability to change everything by just being calm, loving, sweet, giving. Look, she's attracting a bee, so she must be exuding honey. Exuding honey. Have you ever heard that term? You get more with honey than vinegar. You attract more with honey than vinegar. So you attract more with sweetness than with vinegar. And that's the truth. So try to be more sweet than have the vinegar. The Three of Cups. So there is a love that could really, really start brand new. And it's meant for you. Why not be in a loving nature? Why fight the greater good? I mean, you really have to be dark. And look at the leaves. The leaves are dark. They want to turn black. It's like you seem like you want to kill the love. Don't kill the love. Look how beautiful the rose is. The bud. It's red. It's beautiful. So why not go with the energy of love? You know what? I'm going to give you guys a challenge as Taurians. I challenge you to try to be loving from now to December. If at the end of December you still don't feel like this is the person for you, then tell them, say la vie, such as life, adios, adi, like they say in German, adi, meaning goodbye, see you later. Why not give it a try, see what happens. Seven of Cups. What's the Seven of Cups? We all know, the dream card. It's not that you guys don't want love. Maybe you're afraid. Maybe you feel like you'd be rejected. You dream of love. I can see it for all Taurians. I can see that you dream of love. So what is it about you that has to feel like you have to push love away? And again, I'm talking to the ones that are trying to refuse the positive love that's coming into your life. Those are the Taurians I'm talking to. My other ones, love is coming. You be the Empress energy. Empress, I don't care if you're male, female. The Empress energy is abundance. It's being filled with possibility and filled with dreams that come to pass. Prosperity, anything abundant. Ten of Cups, look. True happiness is available. Do you want to be happy or do you want to be miserable? Look at the cups that are upside down. Why do you want to be miserable? I don't get it. I understand the Mars energy. But anybody that follows astrology should understand. And if you don't follow astrology, and everybody in astrology, including people that are like myself, that are tarot readers, and that are empaths, and just study astrology so that we can pass on the information to you, and you can look up the astrology. Look up Rick Levine, look up the Leo King, look up Kelly Rosano. They're gonna tell you the same thing I keep telling you guys. Everything is available to you. You just have to give in. Let's see. Have you guys... Okay, I'm talking to Americans because maybe everybody around the world probably has never seen this commercial, and probably anybody under 30 has maybe never seen this commercial. But if you Google it, I promise you, on YouTube, Google Nest Tea commercial. There is a commercial where the person literally allows themselves to free fall into a swimming pool. They don't hold themselves back. They don't guard themselves. They just take a free fall like a swan dive. They just fall into the pool. So Taurus, my negative Taurus, that I'm not gonna change. I'm gonna be this way and nobody's gonna move me. Okay, calm down. What if you just let yourself fall? You let yourself fall before. There was something about that person that attracted you. There was something about that person that fascinated you. There was something about that person that you felt like you needed to be around them. Why don't you let yourself free fall? See what happens. See how it feels. It's like a car. You're not gonna, oh, it's pretty, or, oh, I'm not too sure. The blue, I don't like that color too much. I wanted a black one. Okay. But what if you get in, you like the seats, you like the way it drives, you like the way it maneuvers, you like the way it steers. What if it's a good deal? But maybe the shell on the outside, the chassis as they call it, you don't really like that much. Okay, but what about on the inside? What if they have all that beautiful stuff that's needed? This is the way I like to explain it to people, especially the people that sit in front of me daily, tarot readings at the shop. I'm gonna give you, let's use this. Give you this, and it's a box. And you're like, ooh, it looks great, it looks fantastic. Wonder what's inside of it. Then I show you this one, and you're like, looks like gingham squares. It looks like, it's so plain. Wonder what's in this box. Wonder what's in this wrapping. It's so beautiful, it's colorful, it's glittery. Let's check, because there has to be something fantastic. Nah, I don't think so. Then you open this and you realize that what was all shiny and glittery was only the outside, but what was on the inside is BS. It's stuffed with paper, it's stuffed with, I don't know, what do you call it? Popcorn? You know, those styrofoam little pieces that look like popcorn? And then you get to the gift, and instead of getting what you expect, you get this. You know what this is? These are half glasses. You want to know why? Because they broke so many times that I just decided to go ahead and take both pieces off. Okay, but that's what came in here. The beautifully wrapped. Ooh, Vanna brought it out. This one, oh, the wrapping's awful. Oh my God, why are you giving me that? You're so cheap. You're so shisty. Why'd you give me that wrapping? Guess what? Girlfriend. Voila. Got some glasses. They got arms. They got the lenses. I don't have to hold them up. I don't have to keep on trying to put them on my face. As soon as I move, I have no more glasses. In other words, beautiful package, trash inside. Plain package. Voila, I can see. So that's why the universe isn't going to push you anymore, Taurus, because they feel like we've already given you all the signs, all the cues, all of the clues, and you're not acting like Carmen Sandiego or even Sherlock Holmes. You're acting like, oh, but it's not real. Oh, but there's something better coming. No, baby, there's nothing else better coming. Sorry, lo siento. It's not. There's nobody else coming that's better. But you keep fooling yourself, okay? I'm just the reader, remember. I'm just the reader. That's what I was told by a Leo. Oh, but you're just a psychic. Well, guess what? You're just a PhD that's not even working in your field. You're selling houses now. You're not even in a business industry as far as doing business. with your PhD, teaching people like that's what you wanted to do. Now you're just selling houses. So you're like a used car salesman. No offense to anybody out there that's a car salesman that sells used cars. What can you have if you're a balanced Libra or decide to work on yourself from now till the end of September? Look at that. Mother Goddess's boob is giving you the milk of life, the sustenance. You can have your new beginning. You can have a great love. You can have a huge new beginning. What did I say? A huge new beginning, a great love. And this is the Fool card. What does it represent? New things coming around the corner. So if you are a balanced Taurus, just hold on, babies. God is going to give you what you want. You want security in your relationships and in money. Guess what? That's what you get if you're a balanced Taurus. Security. But if you're a miser, if you're just doing it because money's more important than relationships and love and people, well, guess what? Okay. All right. You live alone and you die alone. It's the way life goes. Emperor energy can be used for good or for bad. You want to be the emperor. You want to be all that in a bag of chips, like they say. Stand your ground. If you know your power, great. But if you're a poser and you're trying to be an emperor, not going to happen. Not going to happen. Instead, this is what's going to happen. When you think you hold all the cards in your hands, when you think you have all of the aces, this is what you're holding. You're going to be let go of. And then let's see who it is that's crying. What's that term? That phrase, he who laughs last laughs best. And I don't want that for you guys. I want you all across the board to be happy. But if you're tricking someone, if you're using someone, if you're belittling someone, if you're saying, oh, you know what, you're a sure thing and I'll come back to you later. You know what? It's not going to happen, buddy. Not going to happen, sweetie. They see you. And people get tired. And they have a heart. And they have emotions. And they have a right and responsibility to themselves to be safe. And so they will get you. They will know what you're doing. So the Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands. Heavy load. What do I do? Well, if you do the right thing, I promise you, you're going to go up and away into that beautiful balloon or whatever you're trying to do. Looks like he's trying to get a glass of water. If you're thirsty, you better be doing the right thing because that might be the last glass of water in the desert. Look at all the flames and fire. Can you put it out with a glass of water? Well, that depends. If you do the right thing, that might be just enough water to put off enough flames, just enough for you to get up that ladder and safely be out. So, what does that mean? That would mean that you would have to do the right things justly. Meaning justly for everybody, not just for yourself. The Queen of Cups. So, for my male and female, I want to tell you, if you do right by this energy, if you start acting like this energy, if you start behaving like this energy, look at that. I feel like it's Kali Ma or Shiva or some kind of beautiful Hindu goddess because look how many eyes she has. So I feel like this energy is what I'm feeling like. See how my hands are feeling, you know, like there's so many expressions of it. Like I said, my energy tends to move very quickly in front of this camera. And I guess I should be grateful for that because that means that my energy is flowing very, very well. But she's got 3 sets of eyes, so she sees you coming and going. And then she's got on her breast, she's got another set of eyes. And then on the cup, there's another set. So if you embody this energy, then that means you're dreamy, you're hopeful, you're filled with dreams, you're filled with love, you're filled with ideals that are beyond expressing verbally. It's heart to heart, it's mind to mind, it's psychic. emotionally connecting to someone, and that's beautiful. And then you have your Knight of Wands, which wants to express themselves as a way of messaging. Will you let that message come through is what I want to know, and what Spirit wants to know, because there's the lock and there's the key. You've always had the key. I want you to know, Tauruses that are not balanced right now, you've always had the key. You've always allowed yourself to step away, but it's never really been a lock or a vault or anything that you couldn't undo. You've always had the answers. You've just chosen to stay away. The world. Whatever it is that you want to master, you can master. However, in the right way and the right reason, for the right reasons. This card, for some reason, I don't know why, it's either Aborigines that are coming through, or maybe even like my yogis or my mystics from India, or yogis or mystics, or even Aborigines from Australia, is what they're telling me. There should be a lot of wisdom available to you. A lot of wisdom available to you. So, if you want it, it's available to you. If you don't use it, then it's a shame. Five of Cups. Like I said, it's a shame. So, in the Five of Cups, the normal Five of Cups is always showing that three are there, three are spewed over, and two are always still there. So there's still something there. There's still some emotions there. There's still some feelings there. Refusing to see, refusing to act on, refusing to acknowledge. Well, that's your prerogative. But that doesn't mean the other person has to wait forever. Like I said, my cats, they love to crawl on their cat tower. Queen of Wands energy. A person that you're interested in, if you're not a balanced Taurus, excuse my French, it's not going to wait forever. They are embodying the Queen of Wands energy, which is very independent, very loving, very kind, very serene. But if you look at the trees behind her or him, because remember, it's not gender specific, we can state that they, one, have a lot of spirit guides. Two, they have the trees or nature behind them, so they're very, very protected. And then they have two sets of eyes on their own. So what does that mean to me? That means that they see you. They see your falseness. They see the... Have you ever heard a singer? And then all of a sudden... Sorry, I didn't mean to do that high pitch. But what I'm trying to say is, one is a falsetto and one is the normal range. They can see your falsetto coming and going. You think you're blinding them. You think that you're able to deceive them. They're trying to tell you. The universe is trying to tell you. No. You're the one that's deceiving yourself. Because you're not deceiving them anymore. Maybe January, February, March, April, and even into May, you were able to deceive them. You were able to maybe, keep them wondering whether you were coming back or whether you were going to do the right thing. They no longer have clouds over their eyes. They no longer have a veil over their eyes. They're done. Actually, there's people that are waiting in line to come to them. You're just in the way now. So while you may think you're the only one that's interested, You have a lot of suitors waiting until they decide to say, okay, this is closed, it's locked up, the zipper's done, I put the button, I put the super glue, then after the super glue, I put bricks, and then after the bricks, I put a cement wall, and then after the cement wall, I put a steel wall. Oh, after the steel wall, I put an electrical fence to make sure they don't come back. So Taurus, I'm so sorry. If you're unbalanced, that's your loss. Now, if you choose to walk back, I want to say 50% to 80% will be okay with that. But don't expect the love to be the same, because they've already caught your wave. You're not legit. You're not being genuine. For my beautiful Taurus that is being genuine, judgment, I feel, is coming. I'm saying just to be patient with your significant other. There's a new beginning. Sometimes they have to grow. The other person does have to grow. I'm not saying that they were perfect. Like, the other side could have been imperfect, because you know what? We're all having a human experience. There is hope, Taurus. For my balanced Taurians, there's hope for the future. Fight for this relationship. Fight for the move that can come together for the masculine and the feminine to work itself out. If you look at the bottom part of this female, because she's clearly female, look at her face. But look at her torso. That's masculine. But if you look at the female portion of her face, that's feminine. So the masculine and feminine of Taurus is working, like colliding, trying to do this. But instead, I want to say 20% of you guys are still doing this. And you might be a bull, but you're not. All of you are not dealing with Capricorns. You're not dealing with the Ram. You're dealing with Mars, which is crazy. You know, those fist bumps and yeah. No confetti. So that's your choice. Spirit is not going to guide you anymore. They're just going to say, bye Felipe, bye Felicia. You're expecting charity. And the universe is not going to give you charity anymore. And neither is your significant other that was before you decided to walk away. Empress energy is coming out. So someone that you walked away from was what? Were they too good? Were they too nice? Were they too good a shoe? Were they just too sweet? Were they so sweet that you just couldn't stand them anymore? You prefer the bad boy or bad girl? This is what has to happen for you to be balanced. A tower moment. You see how everybody's falling down? Not one person is spared. That means that everybody has to change. Even the good person. Maybe they need to change to be not so sweet to you. Maybe then you appreciate them more if they're more do this or adios. Bye. Adi, as they say in German. Adi. Bye. Auf Wiedersehen. Because they know something's hidden. They know. And they also know that other people are working magic against them. They know. You may ignore it, but they know that this relationship crashed and burned because for some of you out there, somebody's been doing black magic to keep you apart because everything was good, everything was dandy, everything was beautiful, and then all of a sudden, bam. That's not normal in any case, in any way, shape, or form. You don't go from loving and kind and good and gregarious and enchanted to all of a sudden, I don't want you, I don't love you, I don't need you. It just doesn't happen unless somebody's working you. So they know you've been worked. They've been trained to wait patiently, but they're not going to do that forever. Here we go. Black magic. What did I just say? What did I just say? And I have it in my hands. I'm not doing anything. I have it right here in my hands, and I shuffled in front of you guys. They know that the black magic is there. They know it. But you're not willing to fight for them, then guess what? Bye, Felipe. Bye, Felicia. It's going to take a strong Taurus to fight through this. Because what you can gain is the world. You can gain notoriety. You can gain all that you've wanted. You can gain the wealth. You can gain the prosperity. You can gain the position, the stature. But if you're not willing to fight for the biggest luck, the biggest star, what was meant to be, that's your bad. Don't expect the other person to fight by themselves. They're tired of fighting. 9 freaking months. 9 freaking months. And for some, it's been years fighting for this relationship. And for some of the Taurus mates that are out there, for my cross watchers, you guys were sideswiped. You didn't even know you had a bad relationship. You thought you had a beautiful relationship until this happened. For the Taurus that's balanced and they have their mates that are not balanced, those people sideswiped you because you thought you had a wonderful relationship until all this happened. Where your luck lies right now, okay? That's what we want to know. We're going to say September the 4th through the 7th, but I'm telling you that I feel that the full moon aspect is still going to be a ride. It's still going to be around. And the odd thing that I want you guys to comprehend is this. Tonight, there was no moon. How can that happen when there's a freaking full moon that just happened? It was a moonless night in San Antonio, Texas. There was no moon. I was like, is it hiding behind the freaking goddamn clouds? Are the clouds hiding it? Are the trees hiding it? There was no moon. There was no moon. What the Frankenfooter is happening here? Why was there no moon? We just had a full moon. Even in its waning stage, it still looks like a big full moon. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Did somebody hide the moon? Moon. Where's the moon? Marco, Polo. What happened to the freaking moon? So what I'm proposing to you is, instead of going against the grind, like friction, like when I bought this, for example, it's called a singing bow, and I'm gonna move this back just a little bit. I was like, but then I'd go like this and it'd stop. Then I'd go like this and it'd stop. What? I don't know what I'm doing. So then I was like, oh, maybe I'm supposed to do it on the inside. You hear that? It just did stop. Clank. Clank. But then when I went with it, see how it got louder? And I can still hear it. So what does that mean for my Taurians? That means that you have to learn to work with the energy instead of against it. You have been going against this energy since pretty much COVID started, which was January. Either you got scared because of COVID, I'm gonna die, it's gonna take me, nothing's moving forward, so I'll just, you know what, everything I loved and everything that I treasured, I'm packing it in a bag and I'm putting it away and I'm never gonna look at it again. Or you decided, you know what, this is not for me. could have been an epiphany. I can give you that. Or could it have been, I'm so freaking confused. I don't know what to do. I don't know if I did the right thing. If I didn't do the right thing, should I have done that? Should I have not done that? Should I be with this person? Should I not? You know what? Those are all legitimate questions. But instead of talking it through with your significant other, you just decided to throw it away. Your family, throw it away. Instead of coming clean. When you start talking realities, when truths start coming out of your mouth, I promise you things are going to work better for you. They will work better for you. Let's see where your luck lies right now. There is an offer. We've already said there's an invitation. There's an offer. Here's a knight. Knight of Cups. Dreamy, beautiful, loving energy. Female, male, it doesn't matter. Love is on its way. Why do you feel tested, Taurus? Why? Is it because you have two people that you're choosing from? Why do you feel tested? By the end, an ending moon, the closing of this full moon, you're going to know that you've made the wrong decision, or you're going to feel very good about coming back to the person that you were with before. There's a beautiful beginning if you want it. You have to want it. You have to make this happen, because your energy can shove it away into a box of trinkets that you never look at again because you don't want to think about it. Or you can choose to go with the flow and energy and reach out. Be gregarious. Be the happy person you used to be. Be the vibrant, beautiful, fiery energy you used to be. You were content and happy at one time. What happened? And I'm asking you, as look at me as a friend. Okay, what happened that you decided that this relationship was no longer good enough for you? Because look at the passion, look at the fiery energy, the wanting to come towards this person is so powerful. That steed can't wait because you're driving it so hard. You're the one that's keeping it at a stop. Because if it was up to that animal knows its way home better than you. And your heart knows its way home. But your mind is saying no. Okay. I'm just a messenger. A humble messenger. This is what you decide to do, my unbalanced Taurians. I'm still weighing everything. I can't make a decision because there might be something better around the corner. Well, you can keep doing this until you're 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 years old. The only thing that I can advise you is don't expect your significant other that you left behind to also be in the hermit mode, because they're moving forward without you. Because see that lantern you think you're carrying, you think you're illuminated, or it's illuminating your path, they also have a path and they have also been illuminated. And there's more than one fish in the sea. Just like you thought you had more than one fish in the sea, guess what? You think they don't know that they have more than one fish in the sea? They're not without. They got you. How did they get you? Did you find them attractive? Did you find them sexy? Did you find them loving and kind? If they got you, they can get somebody else. You're the only one that's fooling yourself, thinking that you're the only one that can fulfill them. I love you all, but you gotta think with your heart and your mind. You can't just think logically, oh, I'm gonna go find the most beautiful girl in the world and that's who I'm gonna marry. I'm going to go find the most beautiful guy in the world and that's the one I'm going to marry. What about if they're ugly on the inside? Remember what I said. Could be beautiful package. Be with them a year or two. If they cheated on you once before, they'll cheat on you again. Package is not as best. It's not as beautiful. But guess what? These cards have been around for years. They've been used by people for years. Why? They're tried and they're true, and what they say comes to pass. Like I always tell people, people lie. My cards don't lie. Choice is yours. You want a trophy wife or husband, you're gonna pay for it. You want a person that's good inside and beautiful on the outside too, it's there. It's been there all along. You're blinding yourself. You're the one that's been putting the blind on. You're the one that tied yourself in the rope. You're the one that put swords all around you. Nobody did that to you. You've been doing that since January. So I'm not laughing at you, but I'm laughing at the fact that you want to blame the universe. The universe is saying, we've been giving you 9 months to grow up, to wake up. They're walking away from you, Taurus. The unbalanced Taurus, they're walking away from you. So just deal with it. Deal with it. That's the way it's coming. You're chasing your money. You go chase your money. I'm not going to wait. That's what you're going to be left with. Feeling like, oh, I should have. I could have. Lo siento. I'm so sorry. Iklibidish. 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 But I cannot wait forever. I love you. I love you. I love you. I cannot and will not wait forever. This is what you're getting from my uncultured, unfeathered, fettered Taurians. You're going to get the sword. Let's see what's coming from my mighty, beautiful Taurians that have done their work, that have stuck by their mates, and they want to salvage their relationships. Let's change this up a little bit, because I always like to leave it on a positive. Something from the past. See that offer? It's beautiful. Wouldn't you want somebody giving you flowers? And it's even in the winter, they're wearing mittens. But see how sharing is caring? Sharing is caring. While you're wondering if it's false, is it fantasy, is it fiction, is it illusion? This moon and these planets, the way they're aligned, they can make you feel very unsecure, very unsure of things. Don't go by that. Go by your heart. Don't follow this negative energy. Look how it looks. It looks crazy. Should I follow what I'm feeling? No. Don't follow what the planets are telling you. I'm telling you, and I'm not even an astrologer. I'm a reader advisor. I have been a reader advisor for 25 years. Do not follow what the planets are telling you. You're about to lose your shorts, your pants, your love, the biggest love of your life, the biggest opportunities, because you're following the planet is unsure. The planets are aligned unsure. The planets are aligned in such a way that they're making you feel like you don't know what you're doing. You don't know if you're right or wrong. You don't know if you're crazy or if you're sane. You don't know which way to go. Well, guess what? If you follow your heart, that's the true north. Follow your heart and you will never go wrong. You can tell me later if I was right or wrong, but I 100%, 100 and, you know what they always say, 110, 120, 200%, you're going to come back and tell me, Ella, you were right. Now, if you're supposed to get rid of your person, you're not going to feel any guilt or remorse. You're not going to think about them anymore, because guess what? That was the right thing to do, period. And you won't even think about them, ever. Look what's around the corner if you do what's right with your heart. with your heart chakra, not with your mind and intellect. You have complete happiness. That means filled with gold. Your cups are filled with gold and love. You are the champion, victorious. You end up with everything you wanted to begin with. This is your journey had already started this way. You decided to go backwards in this journey, so the journey ended up fucked up. Excuse my French. You fucked up your own journey because you decided to chase other dreams when you already had the plans. You know, it's like finding a treasure map. And you're like reading the treasure map. Oh, if you go 20 knots north, if you go to the right 30 knots, etc., or paces, you already have the map. What the heck did you do to yourself? Why did you deviate from your own plan that you created? You had the map. Why did you deviate? Why did you think, oh, let me leave that dream behind and let me go start a new one, a new adventure, a new direction? You are making yourself crazy. That's why you feel like this, everything is gone. That's why you feel like you can't choose, you can't trust your own judgment. Dang, if I had made the choices you made, I wouldn't be able to make heads or tails out of the judgments I've made. I would feel like this, the moon card. Like, what did I do? What did I do? What did I do? Can I undo it? Should I undo it? Should I move forward? Should I move backwards? No wonder you're going crazy. You decided to make another direction without that other person because you thought it was the wrong direction. Well, guess what? Good luck. By the time you want to come back as the King of Cup energy, which is very loving and balanced, they may not be there anymore. This is what's going to meet you. Code calculation, and bye Felicia, bye Felipe. Because just like you're deciding to make your own way in life, don't expect other people to stay there and wait. They'll meet you with this. What does the sword do? Cuts away through lies. Cuts away through relationships. Cuts away so that they don't have cords anymore binding them to you. So they can have their own life. Don't cry over spilled milk. You did this to yourself. You're going to ask for help. Guess what? You're not going to be there. It's too late. That new life that we saw in the other deck, that new life has already come and gone by this time. If you're not balanced. If you're balanced, this life can happen. And that person will help you to start anew wherever they are. Wherever they are is where you're meant to be. And this can be a positive outcome. Instead of a divorce or paperwork served to you saying you are illegitimate, you are against the law, you are doing things that the law is telling you you should not be doing. It can be in a positive attribute. Justice can be in your favor, but if you're in the negative, remember what I said about the savings accounts. If you're in the negative, then expect justice to be in against you and not for you, Taurus. If this is what you want, swift justice, then it's for you if you're a positive Taurian. If you're a negative Taurian, this law is coming for you. It's already showing here. Taurus, I need you to see this. It's already coming here. While you're looking for justice to be on your side and law to be on your side, justice is coming for you in the negative. So if you've left a significant other behind, guess what? Well, they're fine and dandy and they're moving forward. Don't expect them to feel sorry for you. And whatever you felt was your key to, let's say, escape or key to safety, it may be there if you're a balanced Taurian, and it may not be there if you're not a balanced Taurian. You have to be just. That's what the justice means. That's what the swords mean. Are you being just all the way around, or you think that the help is only coming towards you? You're the only one that deserves to be happy? What's that all about, Taurus? You gotta be just for justice to come in a positive way to you. You're asking for people to be patient? People can't be patient forever. Now, if this is my balanced Taurians, they're asking you to be patient. Let's check why. Because things are still mixing for you. Things are not quite complete. There's something that has to complete it. Once that completes, then you're going to have your energy back the way it was before. Everything beautiful. Look at the way it's all the way around, and then it's so full of beautiful energy that's starting to drop into the pool. And once it mixes into the pool, guess what happens? And that pool gets energized with this beautiful positive energy of the star. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to name this after the last cards that I'm seeing here. And this is a closing to your reading because I feel like, number one, it's over an hour, way over an hour. Number two, there's a lesson to be learned here. You have to treat people the way you want to be treated. If you want to be loved, you have to love with all your heart and all your soul. You can't hold back. And the other thing to learn from this is that people are going to be good to you if you're good to them. If you're going to be dismissive, if you're going to be contrary to them, well, guess what? They can be contrary too. If you have a contrite heart and you're going to be loving and kind and giving, you know what? They can decide to be loving and kind and giving to you too. It's all your choice. I'm just the messenger. I'm a vessel. I would like for everybody in the universe to get along, to be happy. I'm very, very realistic in my readings. I don't sugarcoat anything because I don't later want you to look at my channel and say, she was wrong. The advice she gave me was so dead wrong. I should have never listened to her. I want to be real because I want you to know that if you're a balanced Taurus, guess what? I know the universe is asking a lot of you to keep on wishing, hoping, and to keep going. And if you're a Taurus that's already made your amends and you've already changed your life and you've decided to be with your mate and you are happy, you went back, you fixed things, they fixed things, you both bended and folded together. Much love to you, much light to you, much blessings to you. If you're a Taurus that's not balanced, please know this message is not from me. I would love to see every creature on this universe, in this universe, on this planet, be happy with their mates. If you really don't love your mate, then don't torture them anymore. Just finally just let them go and let them be happy and wish them joy and happiness with someone else who can love them the way they deserve. Don't play with them anymore. If you do love them, come back to them and make things right. You only have to the end of December. That's it. But some people may choose to the end of September to walk away from you. And you can't blame them because you've given them nothing. You went from everything to nothing all at once. So don't expect that they're going to feel sorrow for you. They've already felt sorrow for you since January, since February, since March, since April, since June. And you can't want them or even expect them, and it would be very karmically unrealistic of you to expect that they'd want to remain in that limbo, to remain in that aloneness, to remain in that I wonder if. That's not right karmically, and I think you know that. So just like you want to be released, well then release them to be happy, so that they too can find their own path with someone else who can love them. For everyone out there, as y'all all know, I love to end in a positive way for all my signs. So for everyone out there who is a Taurus, I wish you love, I wish you light, I wish you happiness, I wish you balance. I wish that this Mars aspect would not treat you too unkindly, and I hope that you will thrive through all of this. For the balanced Taurians, I want you to know this too shall pass. For the Taurians that have gotten back with your significant others, you've done the right thing. That was your soulmate. That was the person you were supposed to be with. You chose the right way the first time around. And for the other ones that are still trying to figure things out, I feel for you, but the universe says, you're done with school, I can teach you no more. So with love and light, I let you go and I release you. Have a good evening. Have a good rest of your 4th of this day. And have a happy weekend. And be careful out there. Be safe. This is Ella from Ella's Ancient Ways saying love, much love to you Taurians, and I wish you and your family all the best. Be safe. Bye-bye.